How's everybody doing tonight? I I'm doing all right, I suppose. Nothing to jump up and down and scream about. As you can see, I shaved a little bit, removed a little bit of the scruff, left the mustache. As you can see, the mustache has got to remain. It's very iconic, so I had to keep it. All right, Munch is losing his shit, so let's just turn the camera around quick. There goes my pipe. And there's Munch. Hey, Munch. How you doing, bud? He'll be up on the bed, I'm sure, for most of the segment because he was able to go out and play with a puppy today. And I think it wore him out. You know, he's been doing a lot of relaxing since we got back in, which is good. It's a good thing. Puppy Pot and Chill number 494, Corona Shame. There are some reports in Washington where the Washington police, Washington State Police, and local towns policemen are making videos saying that they are not going to enforce the ridiculous rules of Munch, quit. They're not going to enforce the ridiculous rules of the 6 foot separation thing when it's families. You know, I mean, they are more. These police are getting in trouble. From what I understand, some may even get fired, and they're doing it to protect you, to protect your amendment rights. They said it was against the Constitution, and they're not going to do it. And for that, they're getting in trouble. So, for everybody who thinks that cops are bad, tyrannical, evil people, I just want you to know that they're, and not just in Washington, it's happening all over the country. Cops are saying, no, we are not doing this. This is not how you treat American people. Want to come up? Come on up, dude. Come on up and say hi. Come on, lay down. Oh. Anyway, let's take a hit. I got a Cuban bowl loaded, which is pot and then oil and then pot on top of that. And that's what I got going here. Let's take a hit. Oh, that tastes so good. Tonight I am smoking. Oh, I hate this. I can't see these fucking small ass things. Munch! Quit. Granddaddy Purple. Right. Oh, yeah. Some GDP. Some Granddaddy Purple. And the oil I am smoking is Liberty OG. So I have Granddaddy Purple, Liberty OG oil, and then Granddaddy Purple on top of that. What are you doing, you idiot? Quit. Munch, God. Chill. But anyway, there's cops out there doing the right thing. And I just want you to think about that. Not all cops are bad. Not all are assholes. A lot of them actually are there to protect you and try to protect you. So think about that if you wish. If not, go ahead and keep thinking that all cops are bad, but they're not. There's a lot of cops out there who are getting in trouble for stating that what they think is a unconstitutional rules. Anyway, Joe Rogan may be moving to Texas because California won't let him open up and start working. And he's tired of California trying to grab power, and he's making threats of moving. And he's not the only one. Elon Musk is making threats of moving from California because he's tired of the Democrats trying to make a power grab and trying to tell him what he can and can't do. So they're going to take their companies worth millions and billions of dollars and leave California. The Dems have ran it into the ground. Pelosi's district alone is a shithole. And I don't mean that in like any other way than there's human feces everywhere, and her fix is to make a map so that you'd know where not to go to step in human shit. So Joe Rogan and Elon Musk may be leaving, going to Denver, Texas, or something like that, getting out of California because Californians are fucking crazy. Well, any Dem state here lately has proven themselves to be pretty fucking crazy. Democrats are fleeing Democratic states and moving to, well, they're not moving to other Democratic states. Let's just put it that way. They're moving to Republican states. Why? Well, maybe because Republicans know how to run a city. Maybe Republicans aren't batshit fucking crazy. Just saying. You know, there's a lot of people on the Democrat side fleeing to the Republican side, but you don't see it going the other way. I'm just saying. Somehow Greta Thunberg has been put on a panel of experts for the Corona-19 crisis. How and why in the fuck would anybody think that a 18-year-old that skipped school to incorrectly and falsely spread false information to everyone about climate change? Yes, it's happening. If we were to quit using fossil fuels right now, it would still happen. It's not like I don't believe. I believe it'll happen. I'm just not. There's other things to consider, like the wobble of the Earth, the the track that the Earth takes around the sun, the tilt of the Earth. It all plays into it. Let's take another hit. But anyway, she's got herself onto the board of experts for the Corona-19 virus. Now, I thought about it and I thought, now, why in God's green earth would they put a child on a board of experts for corona for the coronavirus? Well, let me tell you why. That way she can say whatever she wants, and anybody who says anything against her will get this. How dare you say that to a child? Very easily. She's young. She doesn't understand how the world works. She's ignorant. Her ideas will kill millions. They don't make any sense. She wants to be a public figure and speak out. This is what happens. People are going to say something back. All right, you are not a COVID expert. You're not a climatologist expert. Your ideas will not work, period. But they put her on the panel so that way they can get her to say things, and then anybody that says anything against what she says then becomes a person who hates children. How dare you take away my childhood? Well, to be honest, Greta, your childhood has been pretty fucking great. I would have loved to have your childhood. And I bet 99% of the children out there would love to have your childhood running around, not going to school, seeing the entire fucking world. But go ahead and think that we stole your childhood. All because your parents told you something that was incorrect and you believed them. And you're not going to school to learn the real thing, so you're going to keep on believing the wrong thing. It's getting obvious that we're closing in on the elections. You can't miss it. They're coming. The mudslinging, the lying, the cover-ups, they've been going on for 4 years, though. This has been going ever since, our Cheeto president's been elected. They have been doing everything to get him out of office. The people that hated Trump, the people that hated Trump and still do, at least most still do. Sorry, hold on. Dog didn't knock over this one. The people that hated Trump and still do will always hate Trump. And then there's the people who are sitting on the fence who, for the last 4 years, have been watching the Dems go completely fucking bananas and Trump take care of shit. I think there's a lot of fence sitters that are going to vote Trump. They may think he runs his mouth too much. They may think he lies about a bunch of little shit, but he gets they like the money. I don't know what else to say. Not only that, Dems are proving that they're just batshit crazy. But there are never rumors. There are never rumors that are still upset. There's people are still upset that we elected a Cheeto. All right, all the Trump haters, all the never Trumpers, they're still upset that we elected a Cheeto for president. Is what it boils down to. But what they should be doing is they should be extremely grateful that we saved them from Hillary, who would have been just unbelievably god awful worse. You should be thanking the people who voted Trump in. I didn't vote for Trump. But for everybody who voted Trump in and you voted for Hillary, you should be thanking everybody who voted Trump in, because Hillary would have fucked this up. Period. And yes, that's my opinion, my guess. What is your guess? I mean, we could have had Trump or we could have had Hillary, a lying traitor that fucking burned up hard drives and lied about transmissions and emails and nah. She would have been fine. Fucking, we're still lucky that it wasn't her that's the president. She would have fucking we'd be fucked. Literally. But if you think Trump derangement syndrome is bad now, just wait till he wins 2020. It will go fucking bananas. All the never Trumpers that thought he couldn't get elected the first time and then he'll get elected the second time, they're going to lose their fucking minds. Oh, that's a good hit. Oh, man. China rocket pieces, 20 tons worth, nearly hit New York City. But when I say nearly hit, they weren't like, a few hundred feet above the city. They were quite a ways up. Anyway, they splashed down into the ocean, into the water. But the report said that it could hit somewhere between New Zealand and America. That's what China gave the world as, look out, there's going to be some falling debris and it can hit somewhere between New Zealand and America. Now, just for those of you that don't know, that's like half the goddamn Earth. All right, that's not like a small window like what NASA will give you. You know, we're gonna land it on a barge. Boom. No, they said half the fucking world. Somewhere in there, it's gonna fall in. It almost hit New York City. And when I say almost, it was probably a few hundred miles away, but too close, really. Because in all reality, China sends rockets up all the time in China, and they have pieces of rocket falling on their own cities, their own provinces, smashing houses and barns and killing livestock, and that's a normal thing over there in China. That's something that you can look it up. I'm not kidding. Matter of fact, don't trust me. I'm a stoner. Don't listen to me. Look up anything I say. Okay? I put my own spin on everything. Don't believe anything I say, and definitely don't believe mainstream media. Yeah. That was a humdinger of a hit. Woo, I'm high. Um, so yeah, I mean, this is something that happens all the time in China, and it just so happened that they dropped a 20-ton piece very close to New York City, but it landed in the water. People with means are fleeing the large cities like New York City and San Francisco, Los Angeles, and other large cities in California. Why? Well, because representatives, the Democrats in those cities and states are imposing ridiculous rules and regulations and then forcing the police to enforce those rules and regulations. And people are like, nope, not going to take it. We're getting the fuck out of here. So anybody with money is hauling ass and leaving all these democratic places. Now, what does that mean? That means the poor motherfuckers that don't have the money that can't leave are fucked. Literally, literally fucked. Pelosi will never fix the system in California. The rich are leaving. Where are they going to get the money from? The poor don't have money. So they're fucked. Places like New York City and California, they're fucked. CNN puts Greta to, oh yeah, I already put this, yeah. CNN is the one that put Greta on the panel for the COVID thing. And that's like I said, just so they can get her to say whatever, and then if you say anything against her, they can say, how dare you say that to a little girl, very easily. She's a public figure, she speaks publicly. If she didn't want this, all she has to do is stop. Pretty simple. But why would she? She's got a great life. She travels everywhere. She does all this shit. It's amazing, right? All the kids, me included, want her life. But she's got a terrible life, and how dare us steal her life away from her? Fucking blah, blah, blah. There's a lot of people that know for sure what is going on. They know for sure what's happening. And I'm here to tell you right now that anybody that knows for sure what is happening, they absolutely do not know for sure what is happening. You know, I do a lot of digging, a lot of digging. I watch a lot of shit I don't like watching, and a lot of shit I do enjoy watching. But it's also I can get as much information as possible, assimilate it, and try to figure out the truth. Even doing that, I am still not 100% sure ever about any of these stories, um, because I am only reading and watching videos of what happened. I'm not there. I didn't see it firsthand. All right, so I'm going on what other people say. All right, so unless you were there for every one of these things that happen, that's the only way you'd know for sure what's going on. So anybody who says that they know what's going on, they do not know what is going on. As simple as that. Uh, it's really easy to say what should be done when you're safe, at home in your comfy chair like I am. I look around and I see, not very many illnesses. Everything's going good. So why not open up? But even I know that the world is a very big place. The United States is a very big place. And there's places I can't see that aren't doing very good. People are starving. People are dying. So I mean, what do you say to them? When you got it so good, something like, hey, I'm doing good over here, right? Uh, what's your problem? You don't have any food, no money, you're starving. Let's just open up. Except the problem is that even if we open up, the people who were broke and starving before are still broke and starving. Do you see what I mean? There's more to it than just say, "Hey, we're open." Um, there's going to be millions of people that just can't up and do that. Just can't up and restart. There's going to be a lot of people who have problems that are gonna die from starvation. They're gonna give up on life, and sadly, suicide is going up crazy high. Sorry about that. Nose is running. I'm getting really high from the oil. So if you know anybody going through hard times right now, spend a little bit of extra time. Tell them you love them. Times are tough. They're not going to tell you how bad things are. Just know that it's not cherries and apple blossoms everywhere. There's places all over that are fucked up. If you're in an area that's doing good, I'm happy for you. I really am. If you're in an area that's doing bad, I'm sorry. Hang in there. We'll get through this. All right? I don't know how. I wish I could say, this is how it's going to happen. This is how we're going to get through it. But as a parent, when things came up, I noticed that when the going got tough, if I didn't give up and I tried, I always figured out a way to get through it. And I think as Americans, we can do that too. It'll be tough. It won't be easy. But if I can figure out a way out of something impossible and get my kids whatever they needed for whatever reason, if I could make these things happen just by the sheer will and want, then so can everybody else. It's just not going to be easy. Try to help out your neighbor. Be better people. Okay? This is almost like a flat earth debate because you can see your area and how good it's doing and say, hey, let's open up. Or if you're in a bad area, you look around and you only see your bad area and you're like, why are we opening up? We need fucking help. So it's a very complex situation, a very complex situation we're in, and there's no real answer because this is all new. Everybody's like, there's a lot of people saying, we've been through this before. We know, I've read this story before, and I know this ending. And really, tell it to me. How's it going to end? This is all new to me. I'm 51 years old. I've never seen anything like this. So if you think you know the ending, let me have it. I'd like to know. As I've said before, people should have the right to go out. And, as I've said, I think it's your body, your choice, if you want to go out and take the chance to get COVID. And I've also said it's time to open up and get things going. Now, having said that, there's a small problem because those that want to quarantine will quarantine, and the ones that want to work will work. Okay. And, the ones that want to take the chance are going to go out and take the chance. And it's going to be all good, right? Except that every now and then the people that quarantine will have to go out to get supplies, to get that toilet paper, to get food, you know, supplies, cleaning supplies, living supplies, puppy supplies, puppy food supplies. We have to leave and go out into the public every now and then. So it's not like everybody's got the free choice that you're talking about. And I don't think that means that people shouldn't go out. All I'm saying is let's be good people. Let's show some common courtesy. Okay? If people are wearing masks and staying away and distancing from you, don't look at them or shame them like they're somebody dumb or somebody that shouldn't. They're doing what they need to do to feel safe. Okay? You're doing what you think you need to do. They're doing what they think they need to do. You shouldn't make them feel bad for doing that. All right? That's all I'm going to say about that. We need to be better humans. We need to be better people. We need to treat each other better. Oh my God, I'm getting high as fuck. Oh. Still banned on Facebook. I think it's a permanent ban. So a shout out to my boy, Stephen Eldridge from Train Whistles and Tokes. I got it right. Eric Scanlon, my buddy up in Canada. Lisa Sontag, Elizabeth Wilson, and everybody else in sessions. I miss not being able to go live. It doesn't feel the same. At the same time, I'm still glad I'm able to do this at least. So, let's just hang in there. Let's try to be better people. Me and Munch love you. Here, let me show you Munch one more time. Munch. He's busy doing his thing. Me and Munch love you. Have a good day. Have a good night. Be careful. Watch out for everybody else. People like me. And yeah, I think that's it, man. Peace. It's hard to love everybody. It's impossible to love everybody, so let's try not to hate. But I do love you fuckers. Thank you for stopping by. And if you think my video is worth a fuck, share it. Alright? I love you. Stay high, bitches.